Hi guys, welcome to Flick Fitness. Max has a broad range of programming options and features an eclectic selection of horror movies on Max. From recent blockbuster titles to drive-in classics and foreign favorites, there is something worth watching for every horror fan. Bundling together HBO, Warner Bros., TCM, and more expands the variety of genre films available. True to its premium cable reputation, subscribers can find the latest box office hits and modern classics to offer essential titles for on-demand viewing. Horror fans will also appreciate iconic film franchises for satisfying late-night binges. We hope that this selection will be useful and everyone will find something new to watch, so let's not waste any time and begin. Number 10. The Menu. Released in 2022, The Menu was a surprise hit and a movie that many fans never saw coming. In what looked like a movie about foodie culture, what resulted was a tense horror movie about bad people getting what they deserved. Anya Taylor-Joy continued her rise to the top as an escort hired to go to an exclusive dinner on a remote island. But what she found when she arrived was a horrifying social experiment that ended with almost no one getting off the island alive. One of the best horror movies on Max, it earned positive critical praise and even picked up 2 Golden Globes nominations for its success as a dark horror comedy. Number 9. Green Room. One of Evan Yelchin's final performances before his tragic death was also one of the few movies where Patrick Stewart played a purely evil bad guy. In Green Room, Yelchin starred as a young musician whose local band got a chance to open for a larger touring act. However, when they walk in on the main band sacrificing people in the dressing room, they end up running for their lives from a white supremacist group with dark designs. The movie delivered some gruesome action with great acting and a fantastic look, picking up several awards from genre festivals and ceremonies along the way. Number 8. The Faculty. While Robert Rodriguez made his name as one of the most successful independent filmmakers in history, making almost all of his movies out of his home studio in Austin, Texas, he actually had one studio picture to his name. After success with El Mariachi and Desperado, Rodriguez signed on to make a studio horror movie with The Faculty. One of the few movies Rodriguez directed that he didn't write, Kevin Williamson penned the script for the alien invasion movie The Faculty. This saw aliens take over a high school and featured some huge young stars early in their careers, including Josh Hartnett, Clea Duvall, Jordana Brewster, and Elijah Wood. Number 7. The Witch. One of the most disturbing horror movies on Max, Robert Eggers' directorial debut, The Witch is on the streaming service to freak out just about anyone who watches it. The movie stars Anya Taylor-Joy as the daughter of a farmer who lives outside a New England town by the edge of the woods. Taking place in the 1630s, a witch from the woods kidnaps one of their babies and the townspeople begin to suspect the family might have something to do with the witchcraft. The movie is polarizing as it does not rely on scares, but on the setting to provide unease and tension to the viewers. It was named to several Best of Movie lists in 2016 and made Eggers a star. Number 6. Barbarian. Barbarian was a movie that arrived in 2022 and ended up as a massive favorite for old-school horror fans. The movie has a basic horror premise. A woman goes to Detroit for a job interview and rents a house for her stay. However, she learns it was double booked and there is already someone there. After they are attacked by a naked, deformed woman and the man is killed, Barbarian starts a descent into terror for the woman. The movie was released on the streaming service the same day it was released digitally, and has become one of the best horror movies on Max with a smart story using old-school slasher horror techniques to shock viewers. Number 5. The Cabin in the Woods. There are a lot of movies that have subverted the horror genre in one way or another, but none have done it like The Cabin in the Woods. Written by Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard, the movie is set up like a basic slasher, with a group of young adults, including a pre-Thor Chris Hemsworth, going to a cabin in the woods for a small vacation. However, when they end up attacked by the slasher killers everyone expects, the movie does a huge twist turn when it turns out there are scientists involved in releasing these creatures as a way to stop the end of the world. The movie has become a massive cult favorite thanks to its smart script and inventive approach to the genre. Number 3. The Shining. Stephen King has publicly said numerous times that he hates Stanley Kubrick's adaptation of his horror novel, The Shining. However, while it might not follow King's novel as well as the author had hoped, the movie remains one of the best horror movies ever made. Jack Torrance takes his family to the Overlook Hotel, where they will watch over the place during the winter snowstorms and make sure to keep it safe and secure. However, what they didn't expect was that the Overlook was haunted, and the spirits soon set out to drive Jack to madness. The movie was added to the National Film Registry and remains a masterclass in horror filmmaking. Number 2. The Conjuring. James Wan created a horror dynasty in 2013 when he directed the first movie in the Conjuring franchise. The series is based on the real-life stories of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. While the real stories remain disputed to this day, the movies with Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as the couple remain some of the scariest and most haunting ghosts and exorcism movies made in recent years. The first movie remains the best of the best, with the couple helping a family who had become targets of a haunting in their farmhouse in 1971. The franchise has had highs and lows, but this first movie was a masterpiece. Number 1. The Exorcist. Arguably, the best horror movie on Max is the 1973 masterclass of horror, and the greatest exorcism movie ever made, The Exorcist. Based on the novel by William Peter Blatty, The Exorcist follows a pair of Catholic priests sent to a home in Georgetown to care for a girl whose mother believes is demonically possessed. That little girl, Regan, was possessed, and it takes all the priests can do to save her and keep their own humanity intact. Linda Blair was intense in her role as young Regan, and the movie remains a horrific look at demonic possession. It was the first horror movie to ever receive an Oscar nomination for Best Picture, and the Library of Congress honored it in 2010. Well, this is it. Share your impressions and comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for upcoming videos by